Hello? Oh, they're saying I'm live now? It took this long? It took this long? I am not live. Am I live now? I have been talking for literally a minute and a half, and apparently I wasn't live. Can you guys hear me? I don't know. Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Oh dear. Oh, Zayance. Okay, cool. Can you hear me? I'm on Brave and I'm using this new browser for a live stream. I don't know. I was just talking for multiple minutes to myself, apparently. Can you guys hear me out there? Am I live? Somebody talk to me. Okay, Randy says I'm here. Okay, great. Sweet. Okay, Donovan, hello. Zayance, Randy, Paradoodly. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I just, this is killing me. I just had an emotional 2 minutes telling you everything about what was going to happen today, and I was not live. That just, all right, so it's Monday. Monday has been confirmed. If I have any more problems, I'll just reboot this in one of my other browsers because, like I said, I'm using Brave. I'm still kind of a Brave newbie. I don't know. Hopefully, this will work, though. What I meant to tell you was number one, thanks for showing up. Today is a really special day for me. And as I said earlier, which no one really caught because I wasn't live when I thought I was. I know it may seem like, oh geez, another YouTuber schlepping her crap. Like I've seen enough people trying to sell their stuff. I know the feeling. I'm also a consumer and I'm also a working developer. And I know a lot of people are trying to get their name out there and all that stuff. But I'm not trying to like make this a 5-hour live stream and sell 5,000 books. In fact, I'm not really here to sell any books today. I'm just really here to tell you about this book and kind of bring awareness to it and why I wrote it. Because over the past 2 years, two-ish, I've been working with junior developers in many different contexts, one-on-one consultations, public portfolio reviews. I've done group portfolio reviews. Last year I did oh my gosh, I reviewed like 40 portfolios in one afternoon, and I was like, I never wanted to do YouTube ever again. But doing all those reviews, I see these patterns, and people make the same mistakes generally. And so instead of, asking everyone to do a one-on-one consultation with me, which would be impossible, I wrote this book and I created the companion video course. We're also going to talk about, just really quickly, because again, this is not like a 5-hour sales pitch, the difference between the video course and the book, because I have received a few questions about that. So the book is called Portfolio Surgery, and sorry if you can't see it. My camera is a little wonky, but hopefully you get a little bit of what this is. And this is the paperback. This is an artist proof, or not artist proof, geez, author's proof. So it's like a gray stripe. Your book won't have that. And there's photos in here of the different methods I show you for revamping your portfolio. I talk about 5 different methods, and I'll go specifically into what those are in just a minute here. But this is also on Kindle. Let me go to the book page, actually. It went live today. We had an obscene number of pre-orders. Thank you all so much for your support. If you read this and you like it, you could be the first one to leave a review. So I don't like pay for reviews or, solicit services like that. If people want to leave a review, it's on them, and they have treated me very nicely. As you can see down here, these books, I have 2 other books besides those that also have some just really fantastic feedback. Thank you guys so much. Really, really encouraging. And I know this book is going to help a lot of people too. This is my best book. If you've read any of my other ones, I have a certain standard I like to adhere to. Now, they're not perfect. My books are not perfect, but I really put a lot of effort into them, making sure you're getting the most for your money. And this one, I thought Freelance Newbie was a pretty good book, the way I wrote it, but Portfolio Surgery is definitely, I felt myself leveling up with it. So let me just crack into the book, and I'll tell you what it's all about. Basically, making your portfolio just a step ahead of the competition. And you can do that in numerous ways. You can start with the portfolio itself, or you can dive into the projects, or you can work on both at the same time. And as I mentioned in the book, You can make big changes. Those make really big and good impressions, but you can also make small changes. And really, one of the biggest truths, and I write this in the book and talk about it in the video course, one of the biggest truths and most pertinent in your developer career is that you don't have to be the best. Now, you can be. You can be the best, and you should always try to be your personal best. But I'm talking about in the sea of candidates, you don't have to be the best one. You just have to be marginally better. And if your clone is applying the same job as you and everything's the same about your portfolio, but you do one thing just a teeny tiny tootsie bit better, you're going to have hiring priority. And so that's the attitude we go into in the book. The first half of the book, we talk about the portfolio itself. What can you do to grab the attention of your potential employers right away? You have a few seconds to do it, like literally 7 seconds or less. You have to grab their attention. And one of the big reasons that is because for every dev job you see out there, you have dozens, hundreds, sometimes even 1,000 or more candidates applying for that exact same job. So people's eyes, employers' eyes, get fatigued very quickly, and they see the same things over and over, day in, day out. So that first impression, just grabbing them, is really important. And so we talk about things like that in the first section. Making improvements in a big way or a small way. Either way, they're going to make you stand out, but they make you stand out in different ways depending on your strategy with that. We also talk about a couple universal truths, and I'll read these really quick. So there are 4 universal truths about your portfolio. This is the first chapter. Number 1, it's the most important physical asset you own as a new developer. Now, our portfolios aren't really physical, but you know what I mean. Tangible. It's a tangible asset instead of something that's a little harder to show employers, such as like your interpersonal communication skills with coworkers. The number 2 truth, your portfolio is competing against many others. Number 3, a few small portfolio improvements can make you stand out in a positive way. And number 4, big portfolio changes can make you stand out in a big positive way. And so we go through those in depth and some examples of how you can do that, of how you can stand out. Just the portfolio itself now, the thing that contains those projects. So that's a really important thing too. Obviously, your projects are really important, but the portfolio itself, because that's the thing that gives the entire package that curb appeal. The first feeling people get when they look at it is the portfolio. The colors, the design. Is it mobile responsive? Does it run on an iPad, on Safari, on mobile Safari? Things like that. So that's the first half. And then the second half, we talk about, I show you, I don't just talk about it, but I show you, I have photos here too. I show you my problem solving process using a very popular online coding bootcamp project that I've seen a few times in portfolios. Now, again, this is based on 100% real life. The information that I've fused here and given in this compact big pocket size book is all stuff from me working directly with junior developers and problems I've seen, patterns I've seen, not necessarily problems I've seen, but patterns I've seen, whether good or bad or neutral. And so going back to the 5 methods for transforming that portfolio. Method 1, we do a retheme, and we're taking, again, a popular project. I won't say the project, but there are photos in here. You could probably put the pieces together. It is one I see quite a lot, though, fairly often. We're going to retheme that. Method 2 is rewrite. Method 3, we're going to go to the component level to transform things, inspired by this new wave of front-end UI libraries, like really focusing in on just one thing, like a dialog box. And going into that component level can really start getting those creative juices flowing, not just transforming the component, but once you step back from the component, then you start getting more ideas for rearranging your project and your portfolio. Method 4 is refactor, and method 5 is add a feature. Now, add a feature is something we hear quite a lot. But lots of people have kind of a mental roadblock when it's like, okay, what feature do I actually add? What do you mean add a feature? So we go through some ideas, and I list off a bunch of ideas for adding a feature. There's about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 different ideas. I mean, there's many multiple more. If I can say that, if I can say many multiple without being too redundant. But there's a lot of ways you can add a feature, and a lot of things you can do to add that feature. The feature that I add in this project. So what I do, instead of using a different project for each method, I take that coding bootcamp project. It's a photo gallery. It's a black and white photo gallery. And I apply a method. I apply those 5 methods to that project. So by the time those 5 methods have been applied to the project inside here, it is completely unrecognizable. And that goes for the course too. By the time you go through here, and the thing is, with both the book and the course, you are challenged to grab your own project. Now, you can take one project and apply all 5 methods, or you can mix and match them. You can do one project with the first 3, or 2 projects with the first, I don't know, whatever. You can mix and match however you see fit. This is not a code along course, and this is not a code along book. I'm showing you my strategy and my process so you can get some ideas and go into your own portfolio and change it. Because if you're just watching me make that transformation, you're going to end up in the same position you were before you read the book or before you took the course. And that is you're solving a problem that's already been solved. So as we talk about in the book and in the video course, this portfolio is really about illustrating your problem-solving process rather than just showing off what you built. Because as I mentioned also again, in this book, and I mentioned it on the live streams, if somehow it was discovered that banana peels could build front ends, UI libraries or something, you would be using banana peels. And so the technologies really are a means to an end. And that end is where employers are looking, like, how can this person benefit? How can this person make my company money and save my company money? And how you do that is through solving their problems. It's not necessarily by using React or Express. That's a tool you use to solve their sets of problems or to solve that problem. So that is portfolio surgery in a nutshell. The reason I wrote this book, the reason I took this course, and Paradoodly-Doo, could you pop the link, please, to the Amazon book and the video course? The reason I created this product, if you will, is because like I said in the beginning of this stream, I've encountered so many patterns with portfolios, and they are the most important asset you have as a developer. Because here's the thing, developers with a work history, they can fall back on that and they can talk about who they work for, what they did. Now, they're probably not gonna be able to show code snippets or anything like that, but they don't need a portfolio. They can just say, yeah, I worked at Google, or yeah, I worked at the .NET shop down the road. Here's what I did. Here are my main responsibilities. But as a junior, as a new developer, you don't have that work history. So what do you have? You have your portfolio. That substitutes, that replaces that work history. And so it has to be really sharp, and it has to illustrate how you solve your problems. And if you're solving a problem that's already been solved 100,000 times, employers aren't going to be interested in that. They want someone who has a problem-solving process with problems that have not been solved before, or at least repeatedly. So that is why I wrote it. I also wrote it because I know one-on-one consultations are pretty expensive and not everyone can afford those. This book is a really economical way. All right, the Kindle's $9.99. It's a money-back guarantee. No questions asked. Obviously, it's Amazon, so you can pretty much return anything. If they sold live elephants on Amazon, you could probably return it and they would pay return shipping. Paperback, I just like imagining elephants being returned in big crates or on helicopters or something. It's also on paperback, $14.99. I mean, for what you get and for how this is going to transform developers and ultimately help you get a job, you can't go wrong. Now, the course, the difference between the course, so this is the course here on RealToughCandy.io. This is a video course version of this book. We go through all the methods that we do in the book. The difference is I don't talk about the portfolio portion as much in here. That's the reading about, like, you know, the 4 major truths about your portfolio and stuff. This is more hands-on. All of this, however, all of the video is in the book. Not all of the book is in the course. But I will say, for the methods in the video course, I do go into my process a little more. So you might be able to get some more ideas for applying those problems or my problem-solving process, taking my techniques and my methods and applying them to your projects. Because again, this is not a code along at all. Like every method, the start of every method, I remind you, okay, grab your own project, because you're going to watch what I do, and then you're going to take my process and apply it to your own project. And we're going to transform this together. So that is the one advantage. Other things equal of the video course is that I do go into that a little more. Also, if you're a video person, I mean, some people just learn better with video. So this is like a good option for you if you prefer reading or you just don't feel video. Check out the book. But yeah, developers, I didn't want to stay on here for an hour and a half talking about this. This is a really special day for me. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're interested, again, I'm not here to sell like 5,000 books. I just wanted to mark the special day. This is my 5th book, my best one yet, and I'm so excited to share it with you. It's on Amazon, video course on RealToughCandy.io. It's called Portfolio Surgery. You can even look inside the book if you're not sure. I also have some testimonials here from some pretty stellar names as well as some students. If you're questioning if I'm legitimate or not, you know, some days I wonder if I'm legitimate, but I just take a swig of kombucha and I feel so much better about my life. I'm just kidding. But I hope you love this so much. Thank you for the massive pre-orders. Like, when I saw those pre-orders flood in the other night, I was like, or last night, I was like, this is awesome. This is like really validating. So I'm super excited. I love helping people get into the industry and succeed in the industry. And it's what keeps me going. So muchas gracias. Shout out to Chiquito for sponsoring that kombucha. I don't know, Chiquito, if you're here or not. What else? I've only been on here 19 minutes. I'm so used to doing hour and a half, 2-hour live streams. But coming up after this, I have a fun video. I'm doing a desktop tour. It's called What's on My Dock. And I'm just giving a tour of some of my applications down here and my workflow and stuff. So kind of a nerdy video, but some people really enjoy those, and I do get requests for that style of video. Like, can we see your desktop? All right, I'll do it. So that's coming up right after this live stream. We're going to go public with it. So I hope you're having a great Monday. Again, Portfolio Surgery. If you are looking to transform that portfolio, check it out. It is not going anywhere. It's on Amazon. Video on RealToughCandy.io. Let me go in the chat here. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. Shout out to Lawrence. Montserrat, congrats on your new book. Thank you, Montserrat. Michael Pierce, shout out to Michael. Dollar Slice, K Francisco, Next Door Panda, thank you. Nick D, thanks so much. Bree Powered, what's up? Candace is here. Hey, Candace, thanks for tuning in. Let's see who else. Robbo the Fossil, Seth Border, all you guys are just familiar names. Thank you guys so much. And I know I've probably said that 25 times already, but sorry you guys couldn't see the beginning of this stream because I really just poured my heart out to a dead camera as it goes. But anyways, I'm rambling now. I hope you guys have an awesome Monday. I need to go get some cardio. I'm just like, I'm pumped. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. I've been yelling at this mic and I'm going to chill out now. All right. So peace. I'll see you later. I'll see you in the Discord. I hope you have a great week. See you later.